Hi guys, as you can see I'm at home. It's winter, so perfect time for preparation, and I want to show you this. Okay, here is what I use for my assist hooks. It's a jigger medium hook, 6/0 in this case. The assist braid in 140 lips, solid ring size 4, clear shrink tube and tying thread. Okay, these are the other things you need. It's a ruler, it's some, in this case, balsa fluorocarbon line. You need scissors, you need a bobbin holder which allows you to put much more pressure on the braid or the thread. You need a colored tying thread and super glue. Okay, let's start with the tying process. I take my assist braid, my scissors, and for this pair of assist hooks, for the long one I'm always like cutting 11.5 centimeters of assist braid, and for the small one it's like 6 centimeters. And together you're going to splice it and to put it through, so it's going like round about the half. So 11.5 centimeters, it's like here. I press with my fingernail, I make a little like a little mark, so I can see where to cut through. So you have your assist braid here. What you now need is fluorocarbon line. In this case it's a balsa fluorocarbon line, and it's in like the diameter of 0.30. It's like 6.6 kilo. And you cut just a little piece, put it away, and what you do is now you're going through, placing, you're going with the fluorocarbon line in the assist braid. Now you see it's coming out on the other side, and I always trim it a bit, like you don't need that much, so that's roundabout on every side you have like 0.5 centimeter of fluorocarbon line coming out. Now you fold it like this in half. Now what you do is you take your splicing needle and you go through, and great with Owner is that there is always a splicing needle attached in every pack of assist braid. That's very nice. So you have it like folded in half, and now you make sure your splicing needle is open and you go inside, on one side inside. Okay. Until the mark you did. Or maybe just below the mark. You go out, but only far like that you can close it, and then a solid ring. You put the solid ring on top. Now it came a bit through, but it's not a problem, you will see later. You take it, you close it. So now it is closed, and you go through, back through. Sometimes you have to twist and turn a bit. but usually it's not a problem. Okay. Here, and you see here's the other tag end of the fluorocarbon, so no worries. What I always do now is I take the tag end I went through with and hold it and apply some pressure, you know, and then I'm going to tighten this up and go down. So now you have a kind of stiff connection, and this is very good. You can cut off the end here. So the first part is ready. Now you take the hook, like I told you, it's a jigger medium, very nice hook for short jigging, very strong, but also lightweight, so perfect for that style of fishing, for amberjack, groupers, dentex and everything else. So what I do now is, I nearly forgot a step. You take first your shrink tube, you cut like a tiny piece of maybe 5 millimeter, and you attach it over the plate of the hook. Where is my lighter? It's here. Now I let it shrink. Okay, why do I do it? I covered it up. The main reason is because I'm going up with the thread until the end of the hook, and it's a bit curved here, and that's why the thread is jumping down. And to avoid this, I'm going up here, so you can see it here in the ready-made assist hook. I'm until the end of, like, the very edge of the plate, and it gives me a bit more area of where I can place my thread, and so it's more secure, and also there's not much movement here, and I like that for a better hookup. Now I'm going to attach it to the assist braid. To have the exact distance I'm going through, I measure always like that, and it's somewhere at the point of the hook and the barb. So most of the times I'm somewhere in between. You can see it here, like the end of the thread is maybe halfway down between point and barb. The same here. So what you do is you measure and you go through. Whoop. And important is always to be in a 90-degree angle with the solid ring. Now I push it through, back, like that. Okay, and it's always important that you have the main assist braid going to the solid ring is over the plate of the hook, and the tag end is going down on the back side of the shank. If you're pulling on the solid ring, this energy is straight away transferred to the point of the hook, so it gives you a perfect hookup ratio. If it is behind, you will lose a lot of fish. Okay, now I take my bobbin with a assist thread inside, and I take my tying vise. In my case, it's a Duna King. It's a fly tying vise, but I use it for fly tying, but as well for assist hook tying. It's very convenient. You put your hook inside. Now it's very stable. And what you should do, or what I recommend, is to put a little piece of cork like over the point of the hook to keep you safe. Because if you're winding and you start to like tie a lot of assist hooks and you start to tie them fast, you're going always around the point of the hook, and to be like safe, not to hurt yourself or like to touch with the bobbin the point of the hook, I always make it safe and secure it with a piece of cork. What I do now is I'm preparing a base layer for the assist braid. Okay, like this, and I put some pressure, or medium pressure or light pressure to my bobbin. I cut the tag end and I go down a bit more, just to make a good secure base layer for the assist line. Okay. And now it's important to like put the assist line like on the back of the shank. It's very important. And now I start tying, and because of the tying vise and the bobbin, I'm allowed to put nice and consistent pressure on my tying thread, and that means that everything is very, very strong. The connection is very strong, and you see I can lay every layer next to the other one, so it's a very qualitative and very, very good and strong connection. Now I'm going back. So, you see, it's very nice and tight. I turn it around now, and I'm starting to thread the other side. So place always the assist braid in the middle of the plate, and again with gentle pressure wraps around. Okay, until this point, and I'm going back. And if you try to do that without the shrink tube around the plate, it will be much more difficult, and it can happen that it will slip down and In the worst case, you have to tie the whole assist hook new. Okay, what I do here is I make half hitches with my finger. So I go inside, I turn, I go over the hook shank and holding, like securing the place where the knot is going to be with my other finger, and I'm tying it down. Okay. I make it always like 2 times, but in this case 3 times, and I can cut. Great. That was all the work with the tying vise, and you see it's very quality and it looks very nice. Okay, now the last step, at least with the thread, I'm changing, and I use some pink, it's fly tying thread. Put it into my bobbin. Okay, like that. Nope. Okay, through. So what I'm doing here is different things. The main reason is that around the solid ring is now kind of a loop of the assist braid. So it's going out the loop, around and inside again. And I want to have that loop very, very tight. It is now, but I want to have it, I want to secure this loop and make it even tighter with wrapping around. And that's because of, if you're fishing and in the whole system is some movement, it can happen that the loop is going to be a bit wider, and so then it's the point that you have like there's some play between the or inside the loop of the assist braid, and I don't want to have that, because I think it can happen that you have like bad hookup ratio, because the hook is turning away if the fish is striking, you know. Now it's kind of stable, or I show you here, it's even more stable. It's like a solid, not solid, but it's a good connection. And if the fish is striking, you know, it's the point is not turning somewhere, you know, because of the fluorocarbon inside and the secure here, it's not going to turn somewhere. So if the fish is striking, you have a like instant good hookup. And a second thing is, what I quite like is that you can use different threads and not different diameters, but you can use different like colors, and then you can like I do make my assist hooks 6/0 jigger medium. I make it pink, and the other ones you can make in chartreuse or in green or whatever you like, just to have a quick overview, instant overview, what hook you're going to take or what you need. And I think it's a very nice thing. So the last step, I grab the assist braid like nearly where on the edge of the loop and nearly where the solid ring is. I take my pink thread, and what I do is now I make like 2 or 3 turns around, like 1, 2, 3 around, and I tighten like the loop up. Now I turn it around, hold it like this, and I make another 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I cut this. And another 1, 2 times around, and I make my again a half hitch. Whoop, and another one. Tuck. Okay. I cut it. Okay, it's perfect. It's ready. And the only thing you have to do is now apply some super glue. Super glue. And I do both. I secure always like up here, just a tiny drop. Make it like last. And then I always start on the back, because in the back of the hook shank is like the assist braid is below, and there's also kind of I'm always starting there because it has to suck it up, you know. Also the assist braid inside. That's why I start here. I put always a bit more on this part, and then I go down. Okay. What is always very important working with super glue is open your window or make it in a place where it's like you have fresh air, because it's not very healthy to inhale it. And yes, especially if you're like gluing a lot of assist hooks in a row, it's very recommended to like do it either outside or do it inside, but open a window and give you some fresh air. So that's it. That's my way of tying a assist hook with an owner jigger medium hook. In this case it's a 6/0 hook I use for like jigs of depending 80, 85, 90, 100, 105 grams in all these like cases I'm using the 6/0.